Hey, so, um, I know it's dark, it's night, y'all can't see me, but this is me being on the streets tonight. Um, so, it's like that, like, when I just came from the restaurant across the street, um, like two or three cars, a white Subaru, and two other vehicles had left, um, at the exact same time I walked out of the restaurant. And then it was a black homeless guy on a bike with a lot of stuff, and he had a mask on his face. And I think I saw him before. Um, so it's like he's been like near my sleep spot, near my potty spot, near my hiding spot. And I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I don't have any evidence or proof that it was him. But he could have been the guy that stole my other sleeping bag and that stole my food and a couple of other things that day, the other time. You know, I've been, I'll say off and on because I get those rare moments where I can get a hotel or a motel, mostly motel. You know, I didn't get to do the hotels until Alabama, but here has mainly been motels, so except the $35 self service, they call that a hotel. But and I was by Janet back in April, you know. So I so I've been on the streets where that restaurant is across the street. That was my sleep spot before, for at least, I mean, all the way until at least January. That had been my sleep spot. January, I think, yeah, probably February, but March, it was when that restaurant finally opened. So about a week or two ago, I asked to use the bathroom at that restaurant, and the Asian guy, I think he was the manager or the owner, and he said, for customer only, told me it was for customer only. But then the black homeless guy, they didn't let him go and use the bathroom, you know. And I saw a few other people, they were able to walk in the restaurant with no mask. I'm wondering how some people are allowed to walk in, just healthy looking normal people, like look like they're 21 years old and healthy and normal. And they can just walk into a place without having to wear a mask. And nobody questions them. But when it comes to me, they crack down really hard. Tell me, you have to have a mask, ma'am. Wherever I go. So I don't know. I was able to get my phone charged while I ate, and I ate good. So thanks for the people who donated. Even though I got no money, I got nothing today at all. But I saw that Stars 15K. Haha, I got her blocked. She bitch found my Twitter, and she falsely accused me of being lazy. And I mean, how can she say I lay in bed all day if I'm homeless on the streets? But she just assumed that I lay in bed all day. No, I'm laying in bed all day from exhaustion from y'all gang stalking perps keeping me sleep deprived and me trying to just get rest. So that's why, you know, not, I mean, not, and then she tried to falsely accuse me of, she tried to say, oh, that's why your inappropriate behavior is why you keep getting banned from soup kitchens. And I'm like, what? I didn't respond to her. I just blocked her and screenshot what she said and put it on Instagram, her harassment. I guess I haven't been using my blog as much, well, except for me trying to do the books. But, personal use like pictures or a little post or something. I've been using Instagram and a little bit of Twitter from whatever pictures that I post. So, and I screenshot certain things I tweet on Twitter and then put it on Instagram, and I seen some people followed suit after I did it, and now they do it too, screenshot a tweet from Twitter and then put it on Instagram, so I don't know if I just thought about that on my own mind to do that, but some things that and that's just like, I don't know, it just, I don't post as much on Facebook because it's like when I try to post on Facebook, it's like posting to a broken record. So that's why I don't even bother with trying to post on Facebook. But I don't know. It's like I'm just trying day to day to survive, and this is just a battle. And within the past few days, I've been asking myself how and why. It's like I felt like it's, it made me feel like a fool and a crazy person. That people, if they go through more serious or worse than I go through, and they still have more of a will to live than I, than I had been having. So then reality kicked in, and I had to think in that mode, to think every day, to fight for the will to live, fighting fight for the will to live, and the will to just keep battling, so, I guess that's what, I felt amazed at that if a person going through way worse than me, but they still, had the desire, more like desire to wanna stay alive and fighting to stay alive. And it's like, I know I go through just way more psychological and mental torment and torture. Other people have it more physical. I thought I was like the only one going through this. That, just throughout my life, being treated like I don't have a right to live, like I don't have a right to exist. And I think, I don't know if I said it on other videos, but last night somebody named Tony Chris had asked me why do I keep wanting to live or something like that, and then said, why don't you go and kill yourself or something like that. I don't remember exactly word for word, but he said something like that. And so I went to his YouTube channel and realized, well, um, he had videos of himself being gang stalked, and I mean his gang stalking experiences. It's like, well, how can you gang stalk or perp me if you're being gang stalked, or how can you act a person in general? Like, how can you act narcissistic and controlling towards me if you've been a victim of domestic violence and narcissistic abuse? And then now you turn around and do it to me, you know. So I'm not gonna let this video be too long because the area that I'm at, the video would take longer to upload, plus it would drain my battery. So I'm gonna try to hold this video off until tomorrow, which is Saturday. And I'm gonna hold this video off until Saturday and upload it. So if it's tomorrow and I upload the video, then you will know that it was last night. It was from last night, which is tonight right now. And I'm pretty sure it's before 10:30 right now. So, I mean, I don't know what more proof I have. I'm outside in the dark. And you see the noise harassment. I'm not in the hotel room right now. So, well, before I go, I just wanted to say about how two people, one said they were homeless, and another one said they're a targeted individual, but not homeless, but the other one said he was homeless, but not a targeted individual. And it's like they smeared it in my face, and like as if they were bragging about, oh, I never had, like they try to sound like they think they're better by trying to say, oh, I never had to beg, So, I mean, and then a lady from New Zealand, she said, oh, well, she said, well, several times the government tried to force me, that the government was forced to give me basic food benefits or something, and she said she never had to beg, but it make me feel like a failure or make me feel condemned, and it's like there are people who been like, narcissistic abusers who falsely accuse you of being lazy and not wanting to work, but at the same time they try to sabotage your job and try to block you from working and try to block you from getting a job. But then those are the same people who try to tell you nobody's going to hire you, and they try to block you from working, and then turn around and say you're fat and lazy and freeload off the government. I've been hearing that for years, trying to say I'm stealing from the government and lazy and freeloading off the government. Now lazy and freeloading off the government and stealing from the government and stealing everybody's tax dollars. But I never wanted to be on SSI and Social Security and be considered quote-unquote disabled in the first place. I had been like blacklisted and can't get a job anywhere before even my first job, and they gang stalked and perked me very, very heavily, and I was 17 years old, And it's like people wouldn't even give me a chance in life. And then I was even more so blackballed when I got fired for reporting the manager for sexual harassment at my first job, Popeyes, that I worked for 4 months. And then years later, which is until last year, a former co-worker named was Crystal, and she said that she dealt with the harassment too and went through some stuff with him. So I thought I was the only one, So thanks for listening, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.